You have to kind of reach into yourself and think of the other things you've done that you're proud of yourself for achieving and proud that you overcame, and use that strength as well to get you through the same thing again. Hey, I'm Bella. I'm a classical ballet dancer and I've been dancing professionally for 2 and a bit years now. For sure, I'd say the artistry, that character, is more important because the technique is something that should be there already, should have been there years before, in class, in rehearsal. And once you're on stage, you're just thinking about that character. To regulate burnout, I definitely make sure that I have things that I love to do. So like, whether it's watching a TV show or reading a book, making sure I have time to do those things so that I can take my mind off of ballet if it is really tiring me out and if it feels like it's all I'm doing with my time. Making sure I have, I set time aside for myself to be on my own and do something that just lets me feel relaxed, lets me feel like I have a life outside of dance. And that is usually reading or movies, TV, spending time with friends. Even whilst in the studio, if I'm feeling burnt out, I like to try to think of something different, what's something different with technique that I can focus on today. If I can have sort of a different goal in mind to kind of change the way I'm working feels, that sometimes helps as well. It can be easy to forget why you started something. I like to remind myself that it's just ballet and I'm just doing this because I want to do it and because I enjoy doing it. But that thought specifically, like that phrase, kind of like a mantra almost, just saying relax, it's just ballet. Right before I go on stage, anything like that really helps me to calm down, get rid of the nerves, take away the pressure. It can be really challenging working with certain people. To work with directors that are more challenging, you have to remember that you're all in that studio for the same reason. You all want to have a good show at the end of the day, and most of the time they want the best out of you. Kind of trying to understand where they're coming from can really help, just to know that it's not as personal as it feels, even though most of the time it does feel personal. And also just having confidence in myself that I know what I'm doing. I'm confident in my ability to pick up choreography and to perform it, and I know that I'm going to do my best. So having that kind of confidence and backing yourself in that way is a huge help, because then they see that too, and then if they look at you and go, okay, she's solid, she's fine, then they kind of relax as well. Because they're just a human too, so of course they're gonna be stressed out. You're just there to do your job, and if you can help them to understand that you're gonna do your best, then I think that helps calm them down. But of course, just work as hard as you can, and they can see that you're trying, then it shouldn't be so much of a battle between choreographer and dancer.